What's up everybody, Adrian here, back with another video. This time we're going to be looking at all the different Halloween movies, and it's going to be more of a rant, a frustrating rant that I have with the plot of these movies. All the same storyline. Basically, Michael Myers is in the mental institution, he breaks out, he comes back to his neighborhood to kill whoever, and then gets away at the end. And then every Halloween, every year, keeps coming back, keeps escaping. Now I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, but these are just mindless slasher movies. They're not supposed to be Oscar-winning, deep thought, multiple layer, character invoking plot lines. They're just supposed to be slasher fun. You're supposed to turn your brain off and just have fun and jump at the jump scares and look away at the gory, bloody parts. But I say to you, why is it always gotta be that way? Why do other movies get to be Oscar winners with great plots and great character development, and horror movies get to be the same old, repetitive, dumbed down, slasher, scary crap? Like, I get that they have to keep these storylines simple for the audiences just to enjoy the bloodiness and the gore and have fun, but can't they come up with something more original than the same old plot line? Why's it gotta be the same old rinse and repeat money grab? Aren't audiences sick of this? Aren't they smarter than they are led to believe by the movie studios? Don't we deserve better? So I'm gonna do this fast. Halloween 1. You have Michael Myers as a kid, just kills his sister. He goes to the mental institution. 25 years later, he breaks out, comes back to his old neighborhood. He meets up with Jamie Lee Curtis, tries to kill her and her friends, and gets away. Halloween 2 picks up like a day right after Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis is in the hospital. Michael Myers shows up, tries to kill her and a bunch of patients and hospital staff. She ends up shooting him twice in the eyes and blowing him up, and then he escapes again. Now, Halloween 3, in my opinion, is great. It deviated from the same plot line. It didn't even involve Michael Myers, but that's why audiences hated it, because they were expecting Michael Myers. But when I look back on the film throughout the years, it is a great plot. It had to do with these 3 masks that had these microchips in them that was made by the Sinister Company, and these like androids, and they were gonna sell all the masks on Halloween. Kids were gonna put it on, and that microchip was gonna activate, and they were gonna kill the kids or make their brains turn to mush. I didn't care that it didn't have Michael Myers. I enjoyed something different, and in this case, this something different to me worked. Halloween 4, they brought back Michael Myers. He just returns the next Halloween to the same neighborhood, and whoever's living there, he ends up trying to kill. And at the end of the movie, he escapes again. Halloween 5, Michael Myers comes back the next Halloween to try to kill his niece. In the end, he escapes again. Now, Halloween 6, I love this film. Out of all the movies, this one is the scariest, this one is the darkest, and the kills are the most gruesome, especially in the extended director's cut. I suggest you checking it out on Blu-ray. But again, Michael Myers escapes, comes back to the same neighborhood. He gets his face bashed in by a pipe. He ends up killing his psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, but yet again, he escapes. Now you had Halloween H2O, 20 years later. Finally, they're gonna do something new, but guess what? Exact same thing. Michael Myers, one Halloween, 20 years later, shows up again at some prep school to face Jamie Lee Curtis, her son, and a bunch of his friends at school. Finally, Jamie Lee Curtis takes an axe, chops his head off, and I was like, wow, they finally killed Michael Myers. Nope. That was a head fake, and he escaped once again. Now you have Halloween Resurrection. They kill off Jamie Lee Curtis right away, which was dumb. Either don't kill her off or don't put her in the movie. The movie changes to this like reality show, found footage, live action cam where Michael Myers goes back to the original house, and you have a bunch of teenagers shooting this live streaming event, and Michael Myers kills them one by one. Busta Rhymes karate chops him, burns him to death, but he doesn't die and he escapes once again. So now we get to Rob Zombie's movies. He's gonna come up with something new, something different. He did come up with his own vision, but with the same damn storyline. This time he focused more on the Michael Myers character instead of like the Jamie Lee Curtis character. He humanized Michael Myers. You feel sorry for Michael Myers. They showed him as a kid living in a horrible living situation with an abusive stepfather, a mom that would neglect him, an abusive stepsister. He got bullied at school. So when he grew up and he started killing, you would be like, well, no, duh. He's gonna grow up to be a serial killer. Plus the characters that Rob Zombie puts in these movies, they're like hillbilly, white trash type characters, and they're very unlikable. So when you have a likable Michael Myers killing an unlikable characters, of course you're gonna be like, well, they deserve to die. But again, it was the same storyline of all the other Halloween movies, but from the perspective of Michael Myers. And then he gets sent to the mental institution, meets the psychiatrist, breaks out 25 years later, comes back to the same neighborhood to finish killing his sister or whoever. She blows his brains out and he survives and he escapes again. Now we get to the sequel of Rob Zombie, Halloween 2. This is where I think the Halloween Michael Myers genre got killed, because Rob Zombie didn't really want to do a sequel, and he specifically went out of his way to make a shitty, dumb version just so he wouldn't have to make a third one. He escapes again, comes back a year later on Halloween to kill whoever, and then he escapes again. So now in 2018, you had another remake, reboot, reimagining, and they brought back Jamie Lee Curtis. They're not gonna be dumb enough to do the same story, but guess what? I was wrong. It definitely wasn't the worst Halloween movie of all time, but it was a straight up shot for shot of the original 1978 John Carpenter film. You can even check out my Halloween 2018 review. Also, this movie was nothing but an SJW, pink pussy hat wearing Michael Myers, left-wing far agenda pushing anti-male, super strong, smart female, and the dumb male who just got in the way. All I'm saying is, come up with something new. Stop falling into the same trap of horror movies being like this mindless wash and repeat cash grabs. Try to make a horror movie like Silence of the Lambs, where it's like a psychological thriller, where you cared about the characters, it had depth. Slasher films don't have to be mindless gore fests. They can have plot, they can have depth, they can have multi-dimensional characters, and the plot should be different than all the other Halloween movies. I'm done ranting. Thank you very much.